It's WPGC 95.5. It's your man Tony Redz, aka Mr. 24/7, hanging out with the director and, of course, the star of What Men Want. Now, when we talk about this film, we know it's a spinoff of What Women Want. So now we know Taraji was in there, and you kind of, I feel like you put Cookie together with Proud Mary. Like
oh, Jesus Christ!
She put that character, because that character was like, you know, Cookie Line and Proud Mary all into one, because she was just so empowering when it came to, you know,
so
what
you knew
she
about
wanted.
the gun in her purse and the airbag bag.
Right, because she was just like, she was just on it. So what was your when you was thinking about making that film, what was your outlook of saying, you know, this is what I want you to do, Taraji? Like, I want you to.
Well, when I read the script, I thought it was really, I thought it was very funny. I thought there was a lot of opportunity to say some smart things in a way that was that was the aftertaste of it. I wanted it to be just a lot of fun and people to laugh. I wanted pure entertainment. Right now, I feel like in the world, what I need to do is laugh more.
Right.
There's too much negative chatter around. There's a lot of negative chatter in my head. So I wanted to go to a place where I was just laughing.
Change that stasis.
And,
a happy place.
yeah, change that stasis. Taraji's character, to me, in the way that it was written in this script, reminded me of a lot of kind of the great 1930s, 40s, 50s sort of female screwball comedy legends. The Katharine Hepburns, the Barbara Stanwycks. I mean, these are names nobody thinks about anymore. Right. But these are the people that I, of course, think about. The Rosalind Russells. Anyway, so and in a more, you know, and because I wanted to do the movie so much because of Taraji, and I suspected that she was going to be great at doing this, just because, again, the depth of her characters that she takes on. There's so much more going on than is ever written on the page. Right. When I hear words come out of your characters' mouths, there's so much more behind all of it. So I was like, I think this is going to be fun. So I said, I'm going to strap you up in a pencil skirt.
Yes.
Put you in 4-inch heels, make you run your out. Oh, she was screaming about those shoes every day. But, and it was uncomfortable to be Ali. A lot of the time, it was very physically uncomfortable to be her, and I wanted it to be that because I wanted her to feel trapped in the culture that she had chosen to be in. She chose those clothes. She chose that job. She chose all that kind of stuff. So she created this. She trapped herself in this thing, and she was trying to beat.
Right.
As opposed to get that. So I really modeled that character off of some of the great kind of screwball comedy heroines.
Now,
you know,
for you, from 20 years ago when you picked up your $700 and your kid and you came to LA and you said you wanted to do comedy, but you got caught in so many serious roles. How did it feel to just open up and unleash that comedic side in you in this picture?
Finally. Oh, God. And I hope I get more. And of course, the very next thing I'm doing is very serious. But jeez. But okay. I think it's okay. I feel like they're coming, you know. But it's literally what I started doing. I was special guest starring on, you know, Sister, Smart Guy, Parenthood, Saved by the Bell, you know, a lot of comedies. And I thought that's what I was going to do until Baby Boy.
There it is. And that really kind of set it off right there.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yvette.
Yes, Yvette. So it's like when you think about these characters and you put this movie together, like I was laughing the entire time because it just made it, it's like she was beating up on the men, but she wasn't really beating up on the men. It's like you are in our heads and like, we do think like that sometimes. So how did it feel to say, you know what, I know what you're thinking. Did they give you a lot of leeway to kind of?
Oh, yeah, we all talked about how we wanted to approach this film, given the climate.
Right.
You know, we had to be very careful. And my thing is, I'm never out to bash any other human. You know, so I was interested in taking care of men in this film. I love my son. I love the men in my life. And I felt like what a great opportunity to have them both come at the table and have a meeting of the minds. It was a great way for us both to understand each other. It's not a movie just about men trying to understand women. Right. You find men in here trying to understand women through Ali.
Right. And that piggybacks on another question I wanted to ask you. By you being an advocate of mental health awareness, like how does that make you feel that you say, okay, well, now I'm able to play a role where I can kind of see what men really think when it comes into mental health and things of that nature?
Well, I think we all need to take care of our mental.
Yes, Lord. Because
We do, because you see, anxiety through a lot of these men that mine she's reading, and them being afraid to be vulnerable.
Right.
So
it
absolutely.
makes you look weak. Like, as a man, it makes you, oh, he's crying. Oh, he's emotional. Oh.
Well, that's what men have been told.
Right.
And so you have this certain standard to live up to, and that's the stigma around, mental health. And that's the thing we need to break through. It's not a bad thing.
You know what the thing about mental health? Because I don't even know. My mom's a therapist.
Really?
Or was a therapist, yeah. And I grew up where therapy was heavily valued in the world that I grew up in. And because I went into therapy first when I was 3 years old. So I have things to say. But the reality is
He's very serious.
what we're trying to... What's really important is reaching out and human contact, and you can't handle everything yourself. Right. And and that's what I have noticed is the biggest challenge in the mental health community, besides medical issues, is people who have tried to control their stress and their anxiety and how their coping mechanisms. So with the world, they snap, because we're not designed to do that. We have each other so that we can use each other in that way for support. It's not about tearing each other down all the time, which is unfortunately so much of the noise that we have around us now. And also, I can see why Ali felt like there was people trying to tear her down. She felt that there were people trying to tear her down, but what is odd is that the men are all trying to tear each other down too.
Right.
It's like sort
everybody's
of
trying to get to the top.
instinct,
Everybody's,
you know what I mean? It's that is, I don't know, how do women, I guess women do this a lot too. We hear a lot about how women compare each other to each other a lot.
You can be very catty.
And men do the same freaking thing.
But y'all can put y'all's differences aside and work together and get that money.
Not really.
Huh? Drake and Meek.
Okay.
The list goes on and on.
Okay.
Men in the music industry and producers
is
I
so
know
true.
that hate each other can still get together and make that money. Women,
Yeah.
not so much.
So now, my last
I
question.
feel like
They're
there's a
telling me
big
to wrap it up.
discussion to have
Yeah, there
here.
it is.
I'm curious
They're
about
telling
this
me.
stuff.
Are you sure? But you feel me, right?
I-
Where do you see women really collaborating? I mean, it's coming together now.
It's coming together now a lot,
Now,
yeah, but
but
it's
back
been-
then, even in the rap world, women can't come to and
You
couldn't
are
and still
absolute-
can't today, which is
Dana was good.
unfortunate.
Latifah was good at that.
She always
did.
did.
Brought other women up.
Well, that was a different era too.
Yeah.
So, one more question because they're telling me to wrap it up. How much does Ali favor Taraji in the real world?
Oh, I think her get up and fight. Like I know how to fight for whatever.
I'm from Southeast DC. You gotta get it.
That part.
Southside.
Yes.
So I just to get up and fight, and I was just saying because like I know in the real world you are a powerful woman, and so a lot of men can be intimidated by you because of what you
the
do.
difference that's where she and I are very different. I'm tapped into my nurturing side.
Okay.
I'm a mother. So I'm raising a son, so I have to, show him a softer side, so he know which kind of woman to pick.
There it is. So does he bring home
No control issues.
Or
somebody
try
like
to get her to pick him because they don't choose. Y'all
You
don't
want
choose
him
nothing.
you want him to make
Y'all
good
don't.
choices.
We choose y'all. Yeah.
bring
You
somebody
want to
home
make
like
good
mama?
choices.
So thank you for your time.
Thank
and,
you.
Thank you.
The movie is great, and
Thank you.
I had a ball, and I'm going to see it again today. So
Yes.
I'll see you on the red
so
carpet.
Thank you so much.